around Eastside, did you witness any of this, or when you are going right now in outreach, are you seeing people, are you seeing what they're doing, or have you seen people being supported by naloxone and making some transition into recovery?
I've seen people die from fentanyl. I've seen people just drop right beside me, and just dying on the sidewalk waiting for the ambulance. Right? I've seen a lot of that. I don't see it too much. I mean, you see people using their drugs when we do our outreach programs, but I have no idea what they're doing. I don't know what they're. I have no idea what there's in their needle or their drugs, or I don't know what they're using. But you can definitely tell when someone's sick on that. I have my Noxalon training, and it's good to have. I think everybody should be trained on that, right?
Yeah, it's important to know how to use or administer naloxone, because you can save a life.
Yes.
And you mentioned meetings, and in the earlier episode I did talk about satsang, which is a community, whether it's AA, NA, or any kind of a group that could provide you a safe space, a place where there's no judgment.
Yeah, I also do a program. It's called the Red Path program. So it's a native healing circle, and that is really huge. It's like a big group counseling thing. You can talk about anything and everything there, right? So I get a lot of that.
And so one of the things, if you were to share with our viewers, to those people today or people who are struggling, what would you want to say to them?
For myself, I would always use drugs and alcohol to get rid of the guilt and the shame. But when those drugs and alcohol wear out, there would be more guilt and shame. So I'd have to use more drugs and alcohol to cover up that guilt and shame. It's just an endless cycle. Being in sobriety is your true happiness. If you want to be happy, just give sobriety a try. Get a support group. Give it a chance. It's my first time doing it, and I'm so happy I've done this. I'll never go. To me, if I use one time, I go back to Hastings. I'm never going back to Hastings. So. To all the sick people out there, I know what it's like to walk that road, and sobriety is the best way to get out of that road.
And so, when I see you, and just not only you, I have come across many people in this field that we see as working in this field. We see hope. We see light. We see people can have a life outside of addiction. We see people who can have a life while they are in their pain with anxiety, PTSD. They are healing. There is hope, and this journey. You've been on this path almost, is it 9 months?
No, almost 10 months. Yeah.
Almost 10 months. So. Often people think that they can go into treatment or they can go into program, and then after 28 days, 5 weeks, or 90 days, everything goes away, and you'll be fine. But somewhere, I don't think it may be a myth, but it's really that people need to know that this is a daily journey.
Yes.
Like every morning you wake up, you show up for yourself. You have a practice.
Yeah.
And you're using those tools so that you can stay the path.
That's right, yeah.
of healing, and that where you are supported by others, but also you're able to listen to your own self. So let me ask you, have you, since your son has been, you mentioned he's in a safe place, have you had a chance to visit him or see him in the last little while?
Not yet. It's been 2 years. I'm working on it now. I have to go through court to do that sort of thing, because I signed away my rights as a father. I signed him over so he was going to be sick. So now I have to try and backtrack that. And it's taking time. It'll be worth it. It'll happen when the Creator says it's the right time.